What's up? We're talking about signing your first deal in the music business, what to look out for, what to avoid, and how to set yourself up to win. What's up? I'm Seth Mosley, and we're talking about deals. There's a lot of deals that you can sign in the music business. There's management deals, there's publishing deals, there are record deals, there are booking deals, all kinds of deals. So how do you know when you're ready to sign a deal? How do you avoid getting burned in a deal? Well, I can tell you that I have learned the answer to these questions the hard way. And early on, when I was 18 years old, I signed a deal that I should have never signed, not because it was a bad person, but just because I wasn't ready to sign a deal. So I had no negotiating leverage, which is what it means when you're in the beginning and you have nothing going on. You're gonna get a bad deal or a subpar deal because you have nothing to leverage off of. So what happened with me was, when I was an artist, as most artists in the beginning, I never made any money. In fact, I was losing money, like paying band members and, struggling, slugging it out on the road. And what happened was I needed to get out of this deal in the beginning that I was in. It was a management deal because it wasn't working for me. It really wasn't working for the manager. And I had to end up buying out of it to the tune of about $40,000. And at the time, that was a huge sacrifice. I had to take a loan out to get that money, and it was just a really bad thing. So I only say that to tell you, not that it was a bad person or anything, but deals, you've got to be ready to sign a deal, regardless of what the deal is, whether it's management, whether it's booking, whether it's any of those things. If you're in the very beginning of your career, much like I was, you'll have no point of leverage. And then when things don't pan out, as they often do in the music business, the person who has the deal, who has the contract, is the one left holding the cards, or the ones who can say, okay, pay me, it's time to collect up. So here's a big thing. You want to make sure that, first of all, my big lesson from it, and the one that I would highly recommend you learn from, is that you need to have a good attorney. If you are at the point of signing a deal, and if you are indeed ready, do not ever go into any deal without having an attorney look it over. And it's not to say the music business is full of people that are out to screw you. That's really not the case. There's only a few, but they tend to kind of move around a lot, and there's a chance that you will encounter somebody like that in the music business. And so it's really important to have an attorney, to not necessarily do the negotiating for you, but to at least tell you what it is that you're signing. So you go into it fully eyes wide open. See, in my deal, I had what was in it is formerly known as a sunset clause. Now, anybody who's ever signed a management deal knows what a sunset clause is. A sunset clause basically means they're getting a commission off of you and your career, of everything you're doing, and then after the deal term expires, then they continue to commission even for 2, 3, 4, sometimes 5 years after the deal's over. So then if you move on to another manager, you're paying 2 management commissions, and that's not an uncommon thing. But if you're okay with that and you are going into it eyes wide open, so it's not a big surprise when it happens, good for you, that's okay. Like, it can still be a beneficial situation if they do enough for you to make it make sense. Now, so you want to get a good attorney, you want to know what you're signing, and you really want to wait as long as you possibly can before signing the deal. See, most of us, including myself, I signed it when I was super young, right when I was starting my band, and everybody kind of thinks the deal is the first step in the process. Really, that needs to be like, you need to go as long as you can on your own team, you yourself, before you enter into any kind of long-term deals. Now, one piece of advice, and this is something I do to this day, and not every manager is going to do this, but if you as an artist can find a manager who is willing to go into a deal without a contract, then that's like the best case scenario. And why do I say that? There's a lot of managers out there who are going to get mad at me for probably even saying that and putting that out there. But the reality is if you're working so hard for your artist and you are providing them opportunities, and both parties are objectively winning, not just subjectively. Like, both parties are making money and doing what they want to be doing, then why would either one leave each other? It's a natural thing. That's how it is with me and my management. They're great. I would never think of leaving them. And I know a lot of other artists and managers who do deals just like that. It's a mutual respect and a mutual accountability and understanding. So in closing, signing your deal, first point is make sure you have a good attorney that you trust, one that has a good track record. Don't go for the cheapest one, definitely. Go for the one who's the best. Number two, you want to make sure you go into every deal with eyes wide open, that you understand it fully before you sign it, and you watch out for any things like sunset clauses and just knowing what they are. If they're in there, at least understand it. And the third thing is making sure you have leverage when you're negotiating. Now, that often means making sure to wait and having the patience to wait until you're actually ready to sign a deal when you have stuff going on. That's how you get leverage. And then the last thing is who is the team that you're signing with? Do they have other acts or talent that you would love to work with and collaborate with or tour with? Hope this video was helpful for you. Chances are, if you're in the business for long enough, you're gonna sign a deal. Just make sure you know what you're signing. Hey, what's up? Hope you loved the video. If you did, hit the thumbs up button and subscribe to our page for more awesome music industry content. If you are interested in getting a publishing deal, a record deal, or having a career in the music business, I've got a free video class for you right here. Click that link down there to get access to it. And if you want to check out another one of my vlogs, click up here.